Good morning.
Good morning.
We actually don't have a lot of announcements today. We want you to know about Phoenixville Senior Center. They're having a scrapbooking session. Anyone who's interested in scrapbooking, it will be on February 21st and 22nd. Friday from 5 to 8, Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. This will be held at the Kimberton Fire Company at the Covered Bridge. The cost, $25 on Friday, $45 for Saturday, and $60 for Friday and Saturday. Now, it says, more space for fun, reservations on a first-come, first-served basis. Beginners are welcome, classes are offered. The price includes a 4x2 space, Friday night pizza, continental breakfast, lunch, drinks, desserts, and snacks. Supplies will be available for purchases. There is a number that you can call if you're interested, and this will be downstairs in the vestibule. It will be downstairs. Bethel Baptist is having a Black History program this year. Where we came from to what we have become. Against the backdrop of conflict and struggle, the African American culture has proven to be a resilient, creative, supporting pillar, upholding the foundation of this great country. This will be held this coming Thursday, February 20th, from 6 p.m. to 7:15. That's only an hour and 15 minutes, so come out for our Bethel Baptist Black History program.
Amen.
Now we'd like to call Deacon Bill Thornton up, please.
Good morning, church.
Good morning.
This is something that I've seen in our daily bread, and I think it's fitting for us to hear. And it comes from Ephesians, the 4th chapter. Divided in love. When public debate erupted over a controversial Singapore law, it divided believers with different views, some calling others narrow-minded or accusing them of compromising their faith. Controversies can cause sharp division among God's family, bring much hurt and discouraging people. I've been made to feel small over personal conviction on how I apply the Bible's teachings to my life. And I'm sure I've been equally guilty of criticizing others I disagree with. I wonder if the problem lies not in what or even in how we express our views, but in the attitudes of our hearts when we do so. Are we just disagreeing with views or seeking to tear down the people behind them? Yet there are times when we need to address false teaching or explain our stand. Reminds us to do so with humility, gentleness, patience, and love. And above all else, to make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit. Some controversies will remain unresolved. God's Word, however, reminds us that our goal should always be to build up people's faith, not tear them down. Are we putting others down to win an argument? Or are we allowing God to help us understand His truths in His time and in His way, remembering that we share one faith in one Lord? Today, I ask that you understand that we are talking about being together, working together. I'm sorry to say we have lost some of our blessings because we're not doing what God told us to do. And when we don't do what God tells us to do, something very, very, very wrong will happen. I understand that this church is supposed to be inclusive and not exclusive. And when we come here and we have a church meeting, people should come to the church meeting so they can understand what's going on. If you can't come to the meeting, you can get your friends to get together and form a committee to come and help you so you can understand what's going on here at the church. I'm suggesting to you that if you have a complaint or a suggestion, put it in writing, bring it to me, and I'll see if we can solve your problem. If not, I'll get back to you and let you know why not. Thank you.
The upcoming events for Bethel this week. Today, the 16th, will be an education ministry meeting following the service. On the 18th, official board meeting at 7 o'clock p.m. 23rd, pastor's aid meeting following the service. Also, the new members class following service will also be on the 23rd. 28th, pastor's aid fish fry. What time was that? Begins at 12 o'clock. You want to get the fish, you better get here early. 12 o'clock until they sell out. Birthdays for this week. Today, the reason I'm up here is because today is the birthday of Brother Ed Bearden Sr. Tomorrow, is the birthday of James Reed. And on the 22nd is the birthday of Sandra Thornton. So that's all I have. You have a blessed day.
We're supposed to do Black History this morning and is not here, but I always keep a little something on my phone. So I like to ask the question, which slave sailed himself to freedom? Does anybody know? He sailed on a boat, a ship, himself to freedom.
James Smalls.
Robert Smalls. Very good, very good. Yeah. Robert Smalls. Just before dawn on May 13, 1862, Robert Smalls and a crew composed of fellow slaves, in the absence of the white captain and his two mates, slipped a cotton steamer off the dock, picked up family members at a rendezvous point, then slowly navigated their way through the harbor. Smalls, doubling as the captain, even donning the captain's wide-brimmed straw hat to help hide his face, responded with the proper coded signals at 2 Confederate checkpoints, including at Fort Sumter itself and other defense positions. Cleared, Smalls sailed into the open seas. Once outside of Confederate waters, he had his crew raise a white flag and surrendered his ship to the blockading Union fleet. In fewer than 4 hours, Robert Smalls had done something unimaginable. In the midst of the Civil War, this black male slave had commandeered a heavily armed Confederate ship and delivered its 17 black passengers, 9 men, 5 women, and 3 children from slavery to freedom. Thank you.